Good morning. This is Anna Imagination. We're going to go ahead and do some breathing. This is for meditation for beginners. Deep breath and out. And deep breath and out. Always make sure you're comfortable when you meditate. Try and reduce as much stress, anxiety, and distraction as possible. Give yourself permission to push away all and imagine an invisible circle around you. This is your me time. This is very much your space, and give yourself permission to not let anything in this space. If you have a reoccurring thought that comes up, try visualizing, like, let's say you have dishes to be done or laundry to be done. Try visualizing yourself taking that voice from the subconscious mind, soothe it, say, yes, there are dishes to be done, but not now. And just put that outside of the circle. Another thing you can say is later, not now. And verbalize it. If you need to, say it out loud. Anything that's rattling on in your head that's distracting, that feels like guilt, feels like pressure, like you have to do other things, anything that's distracting you, telling you should not be sitting here now. Take that thing, imagine yourself grabbing it and saying, yes, I know I have to do this, but not right now. And put it outside of your imaginary circle. Reserve this space just for you right now. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale. If you suffer with ADD, ADHD, it's okay to have something to fidget with. Absolutely. That will help you direct your energy into whatever direction you need it to go to siphon off that excess energy you have. Body scans is when you focus on every part of your body, look for emotional and or physical discomfort, observe it, and try to name it. Naming is such a huge part of healing. I have so many videos on naming, and it's something I really need to go back and visit again because it's so vital. Naming is validating. It's stating an intent. It is huge, absolutely huge, and it's vital in all stages of healing. So when you see something, an emotion, name it, observe it, and name it. Deep breath in and out. Inside and out. Whatever atmosphere you want to create for your meditation is 100% all about you. If you like music, put on music. I strongly recommend something soothing and calm and peaceful, filled with love and peace, not rock music or rap. I love all music. I love heavy metal. I love Rammstein. But the energy and the frequency is not the right frequency for what we are going for in meditation. So classical music, something soft, something light, or silence. You don't want the excess noise and the excess energy to contaminate the circle right now. And the reason why is because the goal is to create a stage for psychological safety to develop. Psychological safety is when you feel subconsciously safe enough to become vulnerable. And when you do that, communication is welcomed and allowed. So the stages, when it comes to sitting down and meditating, the stages of preparation is creating that safe space psychologically, giving yourself permission to enter this space, and then allowing yourself to open up to the vulnerability and start communicating, starting with the naming and the observation. And then we can now open dialogue between the subconscious mind and the identity, and if you're there, the intuition. And when all three of them start to communicate, you get a lot further with your meditation. And ADD, ADHD sufferers are over there clicking away at whatever they need to and fidgeting, which is fantastic. They're siphoning off that extra energy. And you've got that safe space for yourself. Guilt, fear, those are common emotions that come up when you're meditating. This is the time where you sit and you are silent with yourself, giving your internal self that psychologically safe space. It is very uncomfortable at first for those who have been associated or for those who have been exposed to severe trauma, because in silence, that's when they can start hearing their traumas come forth. So a lot of people avoid meditation because they're afraid of what's going to be discovered when they sit alone with themselves, which is why people constantly need noise going, which is why people constantly need activity. They're trying to keep busy to avoid the confrontation between themselves and their internal self. It is an avoidant tactic that the subconscious uses to keep the unit safe. So the best thing to do is literally show the subconscious mind in your space of meditation that you are psychologically safe. So we do that by creating the safe space, allowing the permission, naming, validating, and soothing. Inhale and exhale. And apparently, I do meditation with cats every now and then. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to start bringing in additional types of meditation. What I usually do is free form, and I also introduce you to box breathing. So in the future, I'm going to be bringing more meditation styles in and going over different techniques. There's also pramayana. I think I said that right, which is exceptionally deep, strategic breathing. It's very intense. I've taken some classes on it, and it is intense. It really is. But I am huge on making sure that a person has the tools ready to open up that door. I am absolutely huge on, like, that's the first rule of triadic healing, is making sure you have the tools ready to go before you start opening doors. And that's where my therapy, that's where my wellness plan differs from everybody else, is because I've seen disaster happen when the doors are open before a person has the tools. We don't do that here. We give you the tools, we give you the plan, we show you what to expect, and then we open the door. That way, we eliminate the unknown, we eliminate the stress, we eliminate a lot of catastrophe. And when that door opens, you already know what to do if A, B, or C is supposed to happen, or if A, B, and C does happen. So you're prepared. So that's huge on how I function, is I love to prepare. So pramayana is very, very deep. It's intense. And if you have unresolved issues, you're opening a door without any of the tools required. So when I do instruction on pramayana in the future for meditation, I'm going to first do a few courses on, and it's going to be included in Meditation for Beginners, on self-care and emotional management, with some conscious awareness involved. That way, when you open that door, you know what you're going to be confronting. And then you can consciously decide if you even want to open that door. That's the other thing, is I've seen people open that door and they have no idea what they're doing. And then I've seen them fall apart, and I've picked them up and put them back together. And then this is what you've done. And it was non-consensual because they had no idea what they were doing. Just for the record, I did not lead that session at all. I would have done it very differently. So deep breath in and deep breath out. In and out. And I'm going to ask the question because this is one I've been very curious about. I definitely want to keep this going with meditation for beginners, but I want to branch off into a second group where it's meditation for advanced. It's healing meditation for the next stage. So it's like stage 2. And in that I would do more, less talking, less theory, more breathing, but then I would get into the types of breathing. And it would be on par with this one. And my question would be, would you want it all accumulated in this particular class, or do you want a separate playlist so that it's separate? Would you like it together or separate? Breathe in. Because one of the things I can do is in a class give you meditation beginners, and if you're advanced, then we go over here. That way you can choose which road you want to do. They do that a lot with yoga. Inhale. So I might do that also. That's another option. It depends on what you guys want. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have the treasure map over at Anna's Healing Garden that I have put together. That's annashealinggarden.org. The treasure map lays out the full triadic healing plan and what stage you are in. There's also some information over there so you can figure out your coordinates, so you can determine where in your healing you are and also where it is you want to go and what obstacles you have. That is all included with finding your coordinates. With membership that's now available, it's $120 a month for membership, and that covers the power of self and journey into the self, both a workshop, and the workshop is a daily hands-on health and wellness, self-care, emotional management. We do positive affirmations, ASMR there with meditation. And then we do a lot of focus on communication and getting the defense system up and running. That's all under there. I also go over shadow work and how to dig into trauma recovery over at Journey into the Self. And I do walkthroughs through in there. I also am available for troubleshooting, Q&A, and any kind of one-on-one consultation that you might need over at in membership Journey into the Self. It is designed to be partnered with the Power of Self, which is also included in membership. That is a $1,000 masterclass every month that gets partnered with Journey into the Self. It's a beautiful program. And this is for anyone who, mostly entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs are self-motivators, anyone who's ready to take their healing to the next level. If you've been lost, stalled out in your healing, if you're dealing with trauma recovery, and you just feel like you're wandering around with it and you have no direction, membership is where you really should be. And the reason why is because we have so many tools to get you involved, get you the plan, find your coordinates, and get you started in the right direction while filling you with the momentum, teaching you where momentum comes from in the identity, how to nurture that momentum, and then get you started. That way, your healing literally expedites because you have a plan. And I love to say it: if you do, if you don't plan to if you don't make a plan, then you plan to fail. It's absolutely true, and healing is no different. So in triadic healing, we provide you with a plan based off of where you are with your coordinates and where it is you want to go and which obstacle you have in your way. And there is always only one obstacle. It's absolutely a beautiful program. So that's now available over at my website. You can get all of that under Design Your Journey. You can see what programs I have available. And then corresponding to that, we also have the treasure map where you can see where everything is so you can get started. So thank you so much for joining me, and may the kindest of words always find you.